Hello gamers, and welcome back to Solo Spelunking. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. So Christmas days are behind us now, but I will use the calm and quiet of the days between Christmas and New Year's Eve, where traditionally everything slows down a bit, to hopefully create some more videos. And today I want to continue my Flan-based urban adventure using Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition with the legendary character expansion or modification and the Scarlet Heroes solo gaming rules for urban adventures. So I will continue my adventure, The Cult of Gamash. I will not go into a lot of recap detail here because you can just watch the previous episodes and I really encourage you to do that. So I will jump right back into the action. As you can see, I've already set up a little encounter here because I figured I could do the prep at least for the first scene off camera so that you're not bored and have to watch me setting up stuff. So after I delivered the book that I stole last episode to the temple, it is 10 o'clock at night, 2200 hours, 10 p.m. And I figured, well, I have to make use of the night because time is running out and I really want to rescue Leah. So after I delivered the book to the temple, I decided I will just hang out here in this harbor district during the night, wander through the streets quietly and silently in the hopes of catching a few cultists in the act, because all of the kidnappings that have taken place so far happened during the nighttime hours. So I just wanted to wander around aimlessly in hopes of catching a cultist. So I decided, according to the solo gaming rules, that I will now play a conflict scene. I was in the mood of a conflict and I figured it would make sense to pick conflict scene number 5, fight through an ambush arranged by the foe at a location. Face a fight instead of a check. So that's a conflict scene. If I win the scene, I will get an action point and I can a victory point, and I can decrease the victory points of my foe by 1, which is good when it comes to determining the outcome of the adventure. I will do this ambush scene. So the location will be a narrow alleyway in the harbor district at night. And what I also did, what I didn't do last time, but I think I never really faced a fight, except for when I waylaid this minion, I rolled on the fight difficult table with 1d8, and you add half the threat rounded down. The threat of the adventure is 1, rounded down is by half, rounded down is 0. So I rolled a 6. So I determined I need to fight 1d6 plus threat thugs and a veteran. And stats are given here, and I just converted them to 5th edition. So this is old school style. So AC, descending AC, low is good, but they always add up to 19. So for example, if a veteran here is an AC 5, there would be an AC 14 by 5th edition or new school standards. And then I just added this to hit modifier to the proficiency bonus. I used damage as it is. And for hit dice, I assumed a d8 and took an average value of 6, so slightly above average. And where applicable, when I made up the stats for the veteran, I added constitution modifiers. So I already did that, and so I came up with the stats. So the veteran, I put these stats in my journal. The veteran, now he's got an AC of 14, attacks with +4, deals 1d8 +1 damage, got 14 hit points and initiative of +2. And the thugs, they only have an AC 11, attack with +3, 1d6 damage, 6 hit points, and an initiative of +1. So these little fellows here are the thugs, and you might remember them from my Advent Calendar series. These were the butchers, but they also make great thugs and beaters, and so they're armed with crude clubs. And this big fellow here, the bodyguard from the Advent Calendar, this will be the veteran, the thug leader, and he's got a great club, and yeah, he's quite a massive guy. So I was walking through this alley here as this guy, he stepped out of these are empty, half-ruined buildings. He stepped out of this building, he stepped out of the shadows here, he stepped out of the shadows, and he approached from here. So they basically set up an ambush, and now they want to rough me up because I was asking too many questions and I was becoming a pain in the butt. So this is the setup, and this is where we start. So this guy, he goes, all right, you little twerp. Now we're going to teach you a lesson, sticking your nose into other people's business. Get him, boys. Beat him up. All right. So we roll initiative. I am at full HP, which is 32 because I'm a legendary character. And I have a maximum of 3 legendary actions. So where did I put my character sheet? Oh, there it is, my sheet for my hit points. Okay. Yeah. So too much paperwork here to sort out. All right, initiative. I will be a blue die, and the veteran will be the orange die, and the thugs the green die. So thugs green, veteran orange. All right, the thugs, they get a 13 initiative. Let's put this initiative order down here. So thugs, they have a 13. Then I have an 18. Me, I got an 18. And the veteran, he's got +2. He's got a 14. All right, so the order of business is me, the veteran, and then the thugs. All right, so even though they set up the ambush, yeah, I got quick reflexes and I'm a tough guy. So while this guy is busy talking, I immediately seize the initiative and act. And I figured this is not a good spot. I need movement and breathing room. So I will first take my move, and I will move 1, 2, 3, and I will not provoke an attack of opportunity, because even though I move across him, by 5th edition rules, you get an attack of opportunity if you leave a threatened space, or let me check this. I thought it was if you leave the threatened area, but if you move within the threatened area, you do not suffer an attack of opportunity. I gotta look this up real quick, just 1 second, because this is important now for movement. And I'm really not a fan of attacks of opportunity, because I think they make combat very static. You basically just have pawns standing next to each other, hitting each other, because nobody wants to move because of this attack of opportunity rule. So I'm always on the fence if I should use them. But then again, they're so baked into the system that if you would eliminate them, you would basically decrease the effectiveness of certain classes. Because, like, for example, the rogue, he can use the disengage action as a bonus action, meaning he can move freely around the battlefield without suffering attacks of opportunity. If everybody could do that, you would actually weaken the rogue, because you would take away a feature that makes him unique that now everybody can do. Or it's not needed anymore because you don't have attacks of opportunity. So you know what? I will not look it up now. I will look it up later. I will just say that as long as I stay within a threatened area, I will not suffer an attack of opportunity. This is, I think, a good compromise between static and movement. So I could move till here or even till here because I'm still within a threatened square, and then I will attack. So this is how I will do it. And I think even though I will implement this as a house rule, no matter what the rule book says. So as long as I stay within a threatened area, I do not suffer an attack of opportunity. But if I would want to move out and move over here, he would get a free attack of opportunity against me. I think this is a good balance. All right, so this is what I will do. So I will move first, and I will move 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I said, stay within the threatened reach. And while I am moving, I of course draw my rapier, because this is serious business now. No time for unarmed strikes or any of this nonsense. I mean, I'm outnumbered 4-1. So I will just make a rapier attack using my dueling feature. Attack +5, d8 +5 damage. So I'm pretty sure that if I hit, I will immediately take this guy out. But I miss, of course. I rolled a 3. +5 is 8. He's got an AC of 11. So that was my move and my action. So my regular turn is done. I can't mess this up now with my legendary actions. All right, so I did my regular turn. Now it's the veteran's turn. Let's move these so that I can see the squares better. See if he can reach me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, he can. He can barely reach me, so he will move forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get him, boys! And he will swing his great club. And he's got the orange d20. And yeah, so he will try to hit me. If he does, he would deal 1d8 +1 damage. So that's a lot. And +4 attack versus my AC of 14. And he misses a 5. And even though he would only have dealt 1 + 1, 2 points of damage. So I got a lucky break here. And now, legendary action. I can take a legendary action at the end of an opponent's turn. And I have 3 of them. And I trick them with these glass beads that I put on my character sheet that you can't see because they're off camera. So I will use a legendary action. And I will not counter attack him, because I wanna, this is a little metagaming, I assume that because he's the leader and he's got the better weapon, that he's also the better fighter. So I wanna get rid of the mob first, reduce the amount of incoming damage quick. So I will do my legendary action, remove 1 token, and attack, make a legendary action attack versus this minion. So that hopefully he can't act now when it's the thug's turn, because he's dead on the ground. And, oh, look at this. This can't be happening. 3 + 5 is 8 again. So I miss. But that was only my legendary action at the end of this guy's turn. So now it's the thug's turn. And, of course, all 3 of them are still active. Ah, god damn it. All right, so let's do this guy first. He moves first. He wants to cut off my escape route. So he moves 1, 2, 3, 4. He moves there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And attacks. So I'm in between this bunch of opponents. So he attacks. And I'm using orange now for all the enemies. But he's got only a d6 damage die. And attacks with +3. Haha, he misses 2 and also only 1 on the damage roll. So now at the end of his turn I take my second legendary action and counterattack. It's like a parry riposte with my rapier against this guy because he's also a thug. No, it doesn't matter which one is dead. Oh no, it does, because he already acted. He hasn't acted yet. So I do my legendary action attack against this guy because he hasn't acted yet. So I might take him out before he can act. And let's go. Yes, 6 plus 5, that is exactly 11. And he's got an AC of 11 and I deal 8 points of damage. And he's only got 6 hit points. So with one swift, not stroke, but thrust, I pierced this guy's lung and take my rapier out and he collapses. So that was my second legendary action. It's still the thug's turn and this thug is moving now. 1, 2, 3, 4. He charges up and attacks. And he hits. 13 plus 3 is 16 for 3 points of damage, taking me to 29 hit points. Alright, so I managed to duck, but I'm a little exhausted because hit points is like an abstract measure. Alright, so now we are through with one round of combat, and that starts again with me, and at the start of my turn I refresh my legendary. Oh wait, no, I have one left at the end of his turn before he hit me, but at the end of his turn I'm using my last legendary action to counterattack with a legendary action attack. And I hit. 11 plus 5 is 16 for 10 points. So he also goes down. I really like this. This is cinematic. Haha. So now the round is over. And now my legendary actions refresh. And now it is my turn again. And now I will attack the thug again to... Oh wait. Let's use my house rule and move first. 1, 2, 3, 4. I move up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just for fluff. I mean, everybody can reach me, but so I'm using agile footwork and move around. And I hit 12, 10 damage. And suddenly the veteran is all by himself. I'm not using moral now because I want to see this through to the end. So now this veteran, you will pay for this, you scum! He charges and uses his great club. And he misses. He rolls a 4. But if he would have hit, he would have dealt 8 points of damage. So, but he misses. So that was his turn. And now at the end of his turn, legendary action, counterattack, legendary action attack with my rapier. Ugh. 5 plus 5 is 10. I miss. So, but that was my legendary action attack at the end of his turn. So I can cross out the thugs from the initiative order. No, at the end of his turn. So he Yeah, he attacked, he missed. I made my legendary action attack. So now it is the new combat round. My legendary actions refresh and I act on initiative 14 and try to hit him with my regular attack. And I hit. 7 plus 5 for 12 points of damage. Alright, so he only got 14 hit points, so he's down to 2. Alrighty, and now it is his turn. He rolls an 11, that's a hit, because plus 4 is 15, but he only deals 2 points of damage. He rolled a 1 plus 1, that's 2 points of damage. So I'm at 27 hit points. Alright, legendary action attack at the end of his turn. But now I will use my left hand to attack with an unarmed strike, because I want to, oh no, let's do it with the rapier, but I'm not trying to, I will just try to hit him with the hilt. So I want to deal non-lethal damage now. I think according to the rules, if you reduce someone to 0 hit points, you can decide to knock him out instead of killing him. But I will give this attack disadvantage because it is difficult to attack. So this is my legendary action attack at the end of his turn. He just hit me, and now I'm rolling with disadvantage. I don't need a damage die because he only got 2 hit points left. And I would deal my normal weapon damage, but with disadvantage... Oh, with disadvantage I gotta use the 3, so I miss. So I try to knock him out, but he blocks or moves sideways, but now it's my regular attack. I'm doing the same thing, trying to knock him out. And again I miss, 3. Alright, so now it's his turn. That was my regular action. And he attacks with his great club. Urgh! Oh, he hits 17 and deals 4 points of damage. So I am down to 23 hit points. So legendary action. At the end of his turn, I try to knock him out. Non-lethal damage. And 4, I miss. Now my regular turn. Again, disadvantage, 14, I hit. Alright, so I managed to knock him out, so I duck and with my hilt on my rapier, I knock him out. Alright, then I drag him, he's pretty heavy, I drag him over into this dark corner here, so that nobody sees us. And I put my rapier, no, not my rapier, I sheath my rapier, and from my adventurer's belt that I think that I have, never leave home without it, yes, I take the skinning knife that is there, take the skinning knife and press it against his throat and wake him up and threaten him. Talk, you filthy scum! Who hired you? Where are your employers? How are you supposed to contact them? You're going to lead me to this guy. You're probably just hired muscle. You don't look like one of those zealots. So if you want to live and get out of this night alive, you better do as I say. I'm even making it very easy for you. I'm even ready and willing to give you a gold coin. I will give you a gold coin right now. And you will go to your employer and tell him that you did the job. And I will follow you and you will lead me to your employer. Is that clear? Are we clear? And I press my knife against his throat to draw a little blood. But with the other hand, I get out a gold coin and I hold it up and show it to him. All right, so you decide right now. You die here in this gutter by my hands, or you take this gold coin and just do as I say. So what'll it be? All right, so usually I would do an intimidation check here, but yeah, all right, so just to give it a slight chance of failure. Remember, always give you a chance to fail. Give yourself a chance to, I will make intimidation skill roll with advantage against a low DC. But I'm only proficient with persuasion and deception, not intimidation, but it's charisma based. So it is a +2. And I have advantage and I'm setting the DC at, let's set it at 6 or 7, somewhere in between there. All right, let's set it at 6. DC 6 +2 with advantage is just so that I have a minimal slight chance of failure, because from the situation I think it is very, very, very likely. All right, so I gotta have advantage. I can use the higher one. Yes, 17, so no problem. So he nods. Yes, 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 yes. Don't kill me, please. Don't kill me. I'll do as you say. Yes, thank you, thank you. All right, so get up, you scum. So with every word, I let him know that I'm absolutely in control and that there's no messing with me. And I think after my sword fighting display, there should be no doubt in his mind. So he gets up and he walks. I give him the gold coin. I cross off the gold coin. I give him the gold coin, so I'm at 5 gold pieces. And I follow. And now let's do bookkeeping first, because this is the end of the scene that I obviously won. And this will lead us right next into the next scene, which might bring us then to the exciting climax. Because now let's do bookkeeping. Now I have victory points 9. So my victory points are 9. The enemy's victory points are reduced by 1 because I completed a conflict scene. So the enemy is at 4. So, and I only roll a d10 to see if the enemy gains a victory point if I did an action or investigation scene, which I didn't. I did a conflict scene. So there's no chance that the enemy gains another victory point. And I still have 0 clues, which is because I do have a clue now, probably, but this is a metagame currency that you need to initiate action scenes. So I can't initiate an action scene at the moment, but conflict and investigation scenes. So I get a clue, no clue, so I'm at 9 victory points. So this is the bookkeeping here, 9 victory points, 4 victory points for the enemy, and I got 0 clues. And this whole thing, all right, the battle was pretty short because one round is only like 6 seconds. It wasn't even 10 rounds, so the battle was over in less than a minute. But then we talked a little, that was almost real time. So let's say like 15 minutes are passed. So let's say it's 22:30 now. 10:30 p.m. at the end of this scene. All right, so let's look up what other scene might make sense now. So now he will lead me to his employer. So I can't use an action scene because I don't have a clue. I could use an investigation scene, but now it's metagaming here. Then I would give him the chance to get another victory point. So I will see if I can make this a conflict scene and see what might help here. Okay. Yeah, so I will just use intimidate. I feel like another fight. So I will just use scene number 1, conflict scene number 1. Waylay a minion of the foe, face a fight instead of a check. So I want to waylay this employer, so he will lead me to him and talk to him, maybe get his pay, so he gets paid double, and then I will basically wait until this minion, until he leaves, and then I will waylay him. And yeah, that'll be the conflict scene. So I will face a fight. I'm feeling pretty heroic at the moment because that was a pretty easy fight, I think. I was also very lucky. So I'm torn if I want to make this a hard fight because it's only one opponent. I know that, or I'm not sure. Maybe he's got some minions with him, some bodyguards. All right, so let's not assume too much. Let the rules decide, and see how this goes. I will roll the fight difficulty normally. So that'll be the next scene. Let's do some bookkeeping. Set this up. So that'll be the scene. So at 22:30, conflict scene number 1. Number 1, waylay minion. I just put down waylay, it's enough for me to. Alright, so location we'll see, fight difficulty we will see as well. So let's check this out. So to roll for the fight difficulty, it'll be 1d8 plus 1/2 threat rounded down. But because I'm feeling cocky, I will just add the threat. So 1d8 plus 1 will be the fight difficulty. So let's see what we get. 4. The fight difficulty will be 4. All right, so we have 1d4 plus threat rebel, with an A, rebel, not the rebel in revolutionary, you know what I'm talking about, and 1 veteran. All right, so this fits. All right, so let's see how many rebel scum, let's call him scum, how many scum is with him. 1d4 plus threat. So 1d4 plus 1. 3 plus 1. All right, so that is for rebel. Let's get their stats. So they have an AC of 9, which is 10 by 5th edition standard, so they're unarmed, unarmored. All right, so yeah, let's make it that. AC 10. All right, so they have 1 hit die. I will use again the average, so the higher average. So hit die is a d8, and I'll give him 6 hit points. It'll still, I deal 1d8 plus 5, so 1 hit takes him out. And they have a +1 to hit, and I add their proficiency, so I have a +3 to hit, and they deal only 1d4 damage. I don't like the d4. Oh wait, they have daggers, so that's 1d4, but come on, I give them +1. 1d4 plus 1 damage with their dagger, and this is it. And they have an initiative of +0. All right. So that's the rebel. And then we have a veteran. The veteran, he's got an AC of 5, which translates into 14. Oh, I got him up here, so that's basically the same. All right, AC 14. And he's got a +4 to hit. And let's give this guy 1d8 plus 2 points of damage. And he's also got 2 hit dice. And he gets a +1 constitution, so that's 7 per hit die. That's 14, just like the other guy. Hit points 14. And I also give him an initiative bonus of +2. All right, so this is it. So this will be the upcoming fight. So let's roll up an interesting location. So where does he lead me? So we have this nice little urban location table here, and it'll be a slum location because we are in a bad part of town in the harbor district. So let's roll to see if we can add some fluff. 1, what's 1? An abandoned building. All right, that fits. All right, so he leads me. So all right, so the thug leads me to an abandoned building. All right, so as we approach the building, the thug goes, he's in there together with a few of his allies. All right, when you go in there, you leave the door open a little so that I can hear and that I can come in. I will assess the situation from outside. And if you do not do as I say, I will find you and I will kill you, I swear. Yeah, I got it. Don't worry. You will never see me again after this. I hope so, for your sake. All right, so he goes in, he does as he is told and leaves the door open. And now, always give yourself a chance to fail. And I can't take credit for this expression. I think I read it in an article, and I really will try to find it. It was years ago, and I will link it. If I find it, I will link it in the description, because this article also has a lot of very good insight about how to approach solo gaming. And if I find it, I think it was by a user called Shifty Kitty or so. So if you're listening or watching, thanks again for this article. It also inspired me, and I will try to find it and link it. And so what I will do is I will make a stealth check. I will make a stealth check to see if I am able to sneak up to the door unnoticed. And I got a stealth of +5. And I will just set the DC is 10 plus threat. Threat is 1. So it's a DC 11. And I got a +5. Always give yourself a chance to fail. 12. I rolled a 12. So I make it. All right. So let's set this up. And again, I can't recommend this resource enough. The Loki Big Book of Battlemats. And they also think they have an urban one. I got to check them out. I got 2 of them. I got the fantasy one and the cyberpunk one. And I'll probably add 2 or 3 more to my inventory. But I gotta like spread out my purchases a little because I do not have unlimited funds. But they're really good, a really good resource and well worth their price. So what could be a good abandoned building? Oh, this looks nice. 40, like at the waterfront. Let's see, with a little sewage. Let's take a look at map number 40. This looks great. So I'm only using this side. So this is the harbor district. So here we have the waterfront, and the water is really filthy, and there are some ruined storage buildings storage buildings at the docks. And let's just assume that there's a rotten door here, which is not on the map, and so he goes in, and I snuck up to the door, and in there we have the Rebel. Let's just use a little assortment of thugs here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, these are nice. Look at this. So we got 4 of them. So we have this shady minion. He's one of the Rebel. We have this ruffian from the Advent calendar. We have this burglar. And this ugly looking beater. And those are the 4 Rebel characters. Rebel as in scum. And let's get them on the board. So he posted 2 of them as guards at the door. Not really here. Let's here and here. So he posted 2 as guards. And 1 is in the back, and 1 will be at the veteran's side. And the veteran will be, of course, a cultist. And it'll be because he's rather tough. I had him here. It'll be a half-orc cultist. So where is he? I just had him here a couple of minutes ago. Where are my cultists? Here. All right, so this ugly looking fella, this is a half-orc cultist. He's a little higher up in rank. He's got so he is here, and this is the setup, and he just goes, I did as I was told. We killed him. And we left his body. You can inspect his body. We left him in the alleyway at the ambush site. If you want, I'll lead you to it. No, I can find it. You did well. Here's your pay. So he hands him a pouch. I can see it. And then he goes, yeah, thank you, and leaves. Just want to get him out of the picture. And now he goes, all right, man, let's check out this guy. All right, as I hear this, I quickly move into this corner because now they are leaving the building. Bop, 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 bop. Oh no, wait. Of course he sends one of his guys go in front of him, and this guy, so they basically form some sort of a protective detail like this. And now he is like this, so that he's got more time to react to possible danger in front of him, and they approach. And now, all right, so let's just flip this up. Anyways, the other side is not really fitting, but let's just say, yeah, why not? This is an open plaza where at some days of the week there's a market there, because this is still, and there are market stalls there then, but not right now. So this is just an open market square. And so they head towards this area, and I wait until this guy is here, and then I will spring my trap and I'll ambush him. All right, so I feel cocky. You know what? Let's just, I got 2 hit dice left. Let's just say that before this happened, oh no, you know what? I got the second wind feature, which I can use, and then it's a bonus action, so it's, I mean, if I can use it in combat as a bonus action, I think I can use it out of combat as well, and then I have to complete a short or long rest to use it again. So I put a check mark here, and I will use my second wind feature, 1d8 plus level, 1d8 plus 1 hit points, just to buff me up a little before this upcoming fight. Yes, 7 plus 1, 8. 8. Alright, so my hit points are 23 plus 8, that is 31, almost my maximum. But I can't use this feature now in the upcoming combat because I have to finish a short or long rest. But I'm pretty confident, unless I'm very unlucky, as I usually am, that I will be able to make it. And another thing I decide to do, I will give myself, like in my tutorial, I will give myself a set initiative score. I will assume that I roll always an 11 plus 3, so my set score is initiative 14, and then I will just roll for the enemies and slot them in between. I think this saves time and is not unfair, and even though it's a solo game, I can do what I want. Ha ha ha. Alright, so I got a set initiative of 14, so I want to ambush these guys. I still have to roll initiative, and then in the game world, in the fiction, I will just rule that if they have the initiative, that they spot me, and then they can react before I can spring my trap. So I got an initiative of 14, so now I just need to roll for the rebel. They have, I used the orange one now for all of them. They have +0, so they got an initiative of 4. And the veteran, he's got +2. And he rolls an 18, so he's got a 20. Alright, so this is nice, cinematic. So he can react, so the veteran, he's got 20, and the rebel, they have 4. So the order is the veteran first, then me, and then the rebel last. And yeah, so he spots me in the shadows. Maybe some light reflects off my drawn rapier, and so he just yells, "Ambush! What I'm paying you for, you stupid fucks!" And then he, before I can, because he's also on half orc, so before I can react, he moves in, and by my rules he can move 1, 2, 3, 4 up to here without suffering an attack of opportunity, making room for his bodyguards, and he'll attack. And now, so he draws his wicked curved dagger, which is basically almost a short sword, and because of his wicked blade, because he deals 1d8 plus 2, normal dagger doesn't deal that much damage. I rule because of the wicked shape and the dark cultist energy, it is 1d8 plus 2. So he attacks with his nasty and very signature weapon. And he rolls a 2. So that is a straight miss. So legendary actions. At the end of his turn, I counterattack. So because he's the only one I can attack right now, I will counterattack him. And I roll a 3. I also miss. That is an 8. So I miss, but that was my legendary action. Now it is my regular turn. So now I am attacking with my regular attack. Taking my regular turn. And it's a 5. I miss again. 5 plus 5 is 10. He's got an AC of 14 because under his wide flowing robe he wears a breastplate or a chain shirt that you can't see because he's got his robe over it, but he's armored. And yeah, I nick him and pierce through his cloak and see that he's got a chain shirt underneath. So that was my turn. Now it's the rebels' turn, and they rush in. So this guy, he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can move around me because I'm focused. My attention is focused on this guy, and by my new house rule, as long as you don't leave a threatened square, you don't get an attack of opportunity. He can move over to here and attack, but he only deals 1d4 plus 1 points of damage and attacks with plus 3 against my 14. Oh, but it's a it's a critical hit, and maximum he rolled a 4. He can roll again. 4 and 2. That's 6 plus 1. That's 7 points. Damn, critical hit. Ooh, but now I can retaliate. So 7 points. So I am at 24. But at the end of his turn, I use my second legendary action to retaliate. And yeah, I need, even though he acted, I can't attack these guys, and I want to get rid of potential attackers and potential critical hits. So I focus my legendary attack on this guy. Please. Yes, 14. That hits, and maximum damage 13. So with one swift thrust, I take this guy out. Bam, that was. But now the next rebel. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4 and attacks. Please, not a crit. Oh no, this is self-fulfilling prophecy. Look at this. It can't be happening. He rolled a crit and also maximum damage 4. Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me. 4 plus 1, that's 5, that's 6, another 6. So now I'm down to 18. Now it's getting interesting. But thank God I'm a legendary character. So now I use my legendary action, my last legendary action, because I only got 3. So I got one more guy left where I can't use a legendary action to retaliate. Please hit him. Please hit him. If I hit him, he's dead. I don't hit him. I roll a 5 plus 5. Oh, wait. They got AC 10. Ha ha ha. Thank God. So 5 plus 5 is 10. That hits for 8 points of damage. He's got 6. So, lucky me. I also take him out with my last legendary action. So now the last rebel. And now I do not have any legendary actions left. So I can take out him. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, no, he goes 1, 2, 3, 4 to cut off my escape route here and hits or attacks. So, and if I'm rolling a crit again, I'm changing the dice. Look at this, almost 19. All right, so for 4 points of damage, 3 plus 1. So I do not change the dice, but I'm at 14. Oh, now, I was very cocky, and now 2 critical hits can really tip the balance. And I am so stupid, I used my second wind. Let's see how I can wiggle myself out of this. Because now it's the next round, and my legendary actions only refresh at the start of my turn. And my turn is after the veteran. So now it's the veteran's turn. And then only my legendary actions refresh at the start of my turn. So I can't even use a legendary action against him because I don't have any left, and he's before me in the initiative order. So now I gotta see how I get out of this one. Damn. It's amazing how 2 critical hits can really shift the balance. Alright. Ah, thank God it's a 4. He misses. Oh, phew. This could really save my neck. Alright, so he misses. 4 plus 4 is 8. So now it is my turn. Now my legendary actions refresh at the start of my turn. And now he already acted. But so now I gotta take out the rebel first. But then I gotta survive one more hit, but I think I will. Alright, so I take out the rebel. Please, please, please. Come on now, please. I need a 5. Yes, 19. Alright, so so this guy is taken out. And now I'm going to move. I move only 1 square to here to have a possible escape route. So now that was my turn after the veteran. So and now it would be the rebels' turn, but they're gone. So now it's next round, the veteran, and I have a legendary action now. So now if I'm lucky, I can survive one more hit if it's not a crit, and then... But this is cutting it really, really close. Come on. I got... Oh yeah, it's the veteran. Please. It's between 2 and 18. I gotta re-roll this because he also deals 8 points of damage. So I gotta re-roll this. It was really on the edge. But I leave the damage die. He hits. Alright, for 9 points. No, for 10. 10 points. So I'm at 4 hit points. Damn. 4 hit points. But now... Oh, come on. Oh, this can't be happening. Now it's my legendary action. I use a legendary action and counter attack. And then it's my regular attack. So if I'm lucky, I take him out. Please hit. Please hit. Please hit. Yes, yes, 10 plus 5, that is 15. He's got AC 14, and 6 plus 5, that's 11 points of damage. So he is down with 1 hit to 3 points, to 3 hit points. And now it's that was my legendary attack. And now it's my regular turn. And now I do my turn, my actions refresh. And please, if I hit him now, I don't care if I kill him. I just, I will search him. Please, please, please. Yes! 14! 8 points. I hit for 8 points of damage. Alright. So, yeah, I thrust my rapier into his throat above his chain shirt underneath his cloak, and he goes down, and I drag him into a corner. Whew. Alrighty. And this is it. Alright, let's do bookkeeping before we go further in the adventure. So, I barely won the scene. So my victory points are 10. The enemy's victory points are reduced by 1 because they lost. They are at 3. I still have 0 clues. And let's say this entire scene with the talking and blah took half an hour, so it's 2300 hours now. Alrighty. So what happens now is I got 10 victory points. And the rules, they state that the rules state that, where is it? Here. Continue to draw scenes until either your hero or their opponent reaches 10 victory points. If your opponent reaches 10 points, they win. So they would have killed and sacrificed Lear. If your hero reaches 10 points, I did, you immediately move into an action scene without needing to spend a clue. If you win this action scene, you defeat your foe and win the adventure. So now basically I get a free action scene, even though I do not have a clue, and this will be the climax. And if I win, I win, and if I lose, you suffer the usual consequences, and then I must spend clues to reattempt an action scene that will win the adventure. So then I will need to gather clues. So now basically I get one free action scene to conclude this adventure. But like in every good series, we will end this session here with a cliffhanger, and in the next session we will come to the epic and final conclusion of this Scarlet Heroes hybrid Dungeons and Dragons urban adventure. So once again, I hope you like what you saw and had fun and enjoyed my content, and if you did, please like, and of course please subscribe and tell your solo gaming friends about this channel, because I really want to see this channel grow, as every YouTuber wants to. And yeah, so that's basically it. As always, stay safe and stay healthy. Have a wonderful day, and I'm looking forward to see you or to talk to you in the next video. Bye bye.